Hey everyone, let's talk about the new Tax Administration Act, the NTAA, and what it really means for you, your bank accounts, and your business. There's been a lot of confusion out there about tax identification numbers or tax IDs, so let's break it down together. First up, do you need a tax ID before opening or keeping a bank account? The answer is yes, but with some clarifications. If you're running a business, trading, or earning income, then you are considered a taxable person and you need a tax ID. But if you're not earning income, you don't fall under that rule. Second question, is this requirement brand new? Nope. It's actually been around since 2019 when the Finance Act amended the Personal Income Tax Act. Since January 2020, anyone opening a business account has needed a TIN. The NTAA just strengthens and harmonizes that rule. So why does the new law say tax ID instead of TIN? Simple. Tax ID is now the umbrella term that covers all those things from FIRS, JTB, and state IRS. Basically, your NIN if you're an individual or your CAC registration number if you're a company will now serve as your tax ID. That means less duplication, less stress. Now, if you already have a TIN, do you need a new tax ID? The good news is no. Your existing TIN is still valid. For those who don't have one yet, your NIN or CAC details will help you get registered easily. Will you have to queue up for a card or do biometrics? Not at all. The tax ID is just a unique number tied to your identity. You can apply at an FIRS, state IRS, or JTB office, or even online, and yet it's completely free. Avoid touts. What about businesses? If you are running a small unincorporated business, your personal tax ID is fine. But for registered companies, NGOs, and the likes, a TIN will be automatically generated when you register with CAC. If your business was registered years ago without one, you can still get it easily from FIRS. Nigerians in the diaspora, you are covered too. With your NIN, you can get a tax ID for banking or investment back home. There's now a simplified process for that through NIMC. What about foreign companies? If you're doing business in Nigeria, yes, you need a tax ID. If it's just passive income like dividends or royalties, you may not need to register, but you'll still provide some details. And if you're abroad, but your company is managed from Nigeria, you're considered resident for tax purposes. Even government agencies and state-owned enterprises aren't exempt. They also have to register and get a tax ID under the NTAA. So what happens if a taxable person doesn't register by January 1st, 2026? Without a tax ID, you might not be able to operate your bank, pension, insurance, or investment accounts. Plus, there are sanctions. But remember, if you're not a taxable person, you don't need one. Finally, how does this help ordinary Nigerians? The whole idea is to simplify the system, reduce duplication, and block loopholes that tax evaders have been using. For most people, your NIN or CAC number is already enough. And importantly, low-income citizens who aren't taxable won't be dragged in. Fairer, simpler, and more transparent. So that's the breakdown of the new Tax Act and Tax ID system. At its core, it's about making things easier and ensuring fairness in our tax system. Stay informed, stay compliant, and don't fall for misinformation. Drop your comments on the Tax Act in the comment section. Subscribe and follow for more.